Hello all, BowTieSecurityGuy here with another servant leadership mindset video. This is the third one in the series. There'll be four total for this entire month. Hopefully you're enjoying them. I'm not really concerned if you are, but I hope you are. So this part of servant leadership is creating a culture of learning. In technology, having a budget, ensuring that you make sure that your people are constantly learning and growing is incredibly, incredibly important. There is nothing worth for a technician than to feel like they've been doing the same thing over and over again. Many of us in this field of technology are neurodiverse. That neurodiversity comes with something called I get bored really easily. I'm sure there's a better name for it, but we lose focus and we lose excitement on our job when we're doing the same stuff over and over again. So creating a culture of learning allows people to grow, allows people to challenge different ideas and things that are already in place, and it challenges them to take that next step. So part of creating a culture of learning is understanding what they want to know and also what they're good at. That's where you have those conversations. That's where you look at the different tickets that they're doing, maybe the work that they've completed over the year, really start getting an understanding of where your team thrives and where they struggle. I may have a team member who's really good at writing in a particular code language, but I know that, hey, we might be switching to a more Python-based language, or we might be switching to something else in the future. Maybe that's something you want to learn. Here's some things that we can do. Here's some classes. Here's some other options that you want to learn. And maybe it has nothing to do with that. Maybe there's just a new language they want to check out, or maybe there's a new technology they want to POC because I think it could be really beneficial. I get that you may not always have the budget for a new product, but that doesn't mean you can't play with new products and take a look at them and see how they can invest, look at your environment, see how they can grow your environment, and also understand that it's not always about buying a new product. It's about sometimes challenging the team and letting them play with new stuff and keeping them engaged. This also gives us cool ideas. So when you'll POC a project, you'll say, oh, wow, I really liked that it did X. Could we build that ourselves? Right? I'm not saying to steal people's ideas, but sometimes playing with new technology creates ideas. We'll go, oh, okay. Well, it does this, but if we could make it do this slightly different, this could be really beneficial in this area, or this could be really beneficial to that area. But creating a culture of learning when you're a servant leader is really important. Part of creating a culture of learning is creating a culture of failure. I know it sounds counterproductive, um, but you want to encourage failure. You don't want to be like, hey, I hope you fail. But what I mean by that is if somebody makes a mistake, that's just their first attempt in learning, right? You don't want to look at failure in a negative light at all. It's, hey, how did we mess up? How can we get better? It's not you messed up. Why are you so stupid? I couldn't believe you did that. You should know better. You're this level or that level, whatever. We're humans. We're gonna make mistakes. And when you create an environment where failure is not only a possibility, it's something that's a guarantee. And that is what you're going to have when you're creating an environment where you're innovating or trying to do anything that has never been done before. You are going to fail. The first time we sent a rocket up may not have been fully successful. The second time, maybe it was slightly more successful. That's the environment that you want to create. You want to create an environment that allows people to learn and grow and challenge what they believe is the status quo. If something is incredibly foolish and we've been doing it for a very long time, challenge it. And part of that is creating that culture of learning where people can grow and not have to like worry about taking like, oh, hey, I took some attention away from my day job to learn this new language. I'll have to do that outside of business hours. No, you need to invest in your people and give them time to learn and grow. I always tell my team, hey, if there's nothing going on or you don't have anything going on, go out and read. Check out the new solutions that are out there. Check out some of the new tools that are out there. Kick the tires a little bit. Check out some YouTube videos on those new solutions. Learn about the new vulnerabilities or the new hacks that are coming in that you can kind of do. Learn about the new tools that are being released for Kali Linux that we can utilize in our pen testing efforts. Those are all things that are incredibly important, but if you don't give people time to learn, they're just going to be doing the same stuff with the same ratty old tools that they've always had. They're not going to look at any new solutions. They're not going to get smarter. They're just going to be pissed and they're going to get bored. And when they get bored, they're going to start looking for work outside of your team or outside of your company. Right now, you're lucky as leaders. There are no jobs out there for the most part. So, like, retention rates are going to be at an all-time low because people simply can't leave. But having someone who wants to leave, who can't on your team, creates a huge amount of toxicity. So you want to give that environment to grow and you want to give them that capability to grow and create and foster an environment that supports that, including an environment that supports failure. Good luck out there.